some signs that we make? Because I guess there's some people kind of moving through the world that may not even realize that they have relaxed boundaries, or, there's different levels of awareness around it. So, if we how do we kind of recognize if we are perhaps one of those people who don't
Yeah,
realize?
some maybe you're feeling resentment is one of them. It's and there's something called short-term discomfort over long-term resentment. And so if you didn't tell someone, if they just keep leaving their dishes or they keep making this one comment that they think is funny, but it's about you, maybe your hair, your shape, or your whatever, your clothing choice, and you just don't say anything, and then it builds up and builds up, and you're feeling this resentment instead of that short-term discomfort where, yeah, you were talking about earlier, maybe they're going to not like it, but that say, hey, I really feel uncomfortable when you make those remarks. Would you please not do that? And they'll probably say, oh, I didn't even realize, of course. And so that maybe it was hard for you and it was a short-term discomfort, but then then it's done instead of this long-term resentment that you're holding. So if you have resentment, if you're feeling exhausted because you're doing things that people keep asking you favors or doing things that you don't want to do, maybe somebody's asking you to go out. Oh, come on, come out tonight. Come out and hear this band play. And you've worked all day, you're just tired, you've got to get up in the morning and you're like, oh, and you say yes anyway, but you don't want to go. And so you're there and you're like, I wish I was in my warm bed, but I went out. So things like that, you may be exhausted, you may feel resentment, you may be upset with yourself for not saying no. Those kind of things. That's when you think, ooh, maybe I better take a look at what's really important to me and set some boundaries here.
Nice. And then the work begins.
Yeah, get a nice journal, everybody. Get a nice one and pull that out. Some people may think, "Oh, journaling, I don't," but you know what? Even 5 minutes every morning, and then you look back at it, and you look back at it 6 months, a year, see how far you've come, see what was important, see what you were. I've found it really helpful. You don't have to do it every day, but I do think it's a great tool.